Welcome, everyone, to episode 277 of the Craftverse series, where this creeper farm is complete. Yes, I skipped quite a bit of the finishing touches. I apologize, but a lot of it was just tedious. The stuff directly behind me, however, was honestly skipped, yes. We have a bed, we have a portal, we have an ender chest, and we have elevators, but mostly we have storage. Getting all of these in, it wasn't that annoying, but everything does stretch properly. One thing I found by flying over here was there's so many trident killers above me that for some reason will just turn on when I'm not here. Not all of them, but whenever they load in, some of them are just on, even though the lever is switched off. So there's that. And I can't say it's necessarily chunk based because literally the center of this farm is the center of a map. Yes, I planned that out accordingly. And speaking of the map, what you will see from the top of the map is a creeper face. This will also tell you which direction you're facing because I have the face outlined so it'll show up properly on the map. So this is how you will see a creeper's face. This is facing north. If you're facing any other direction, you will know instantly based on that orientation. And these are carpets, so they don't influence how this shows up. These show up as surface spawns, not cave spawns. According to Prowl's video, anyway. Let me show you what the finished product truly looks like. Now, with all of this tinted glass, none of these lights affect the rates of the farm. It's just an aesthetic choice at this point. And we have our master switch, which is right here. Now we're going to wait just a minute, because this is the AFK platform you're supposed to sit at. Everything should fall down momentarily. It's not an instant, massive speed farm, but it is quite effective at multiple resources. Namely, creepers. And because of these blocks and the pillars, they can't see us even through the glass or the cracks. So we're perfectly safe just being anywhere in here. Also, because of the water that's flowing pushing them down here, you'll notice we have trident drowns occasionally. And as long as we hold our looting sword, there is a chance that we will get tridents. And because of their drowned spawns, and they're so frequently spawning, we have a chance to get a good amount of copper, which is really good because this is the copper age drop. Oop, thank you for that notification. Happens at least once while I'm logged in on the Switch. Nothing I can do about it. Usually I catch it before I go live, but, sometimes it happens. Now these guys will start piling up in here. I haven't seen a squid yet, but usually we have a chance of getting squids because of the water flow that's up there. So let's go ahead and kill all of these guys. You'll notice every last one of these chambers gets cleaned out. It's because I have 3 tridents in every single one. Did you just land there? Let's make sure that one's working. Did the tridents fall through? Huh. That chamber doesn't want to work. Is that the one that was loaded when I got here? Because the trident seems to have fallen through the block. It might be stuck on the hopper, and that's unfortunate. I might have to chuck some more tridents in there, because I feel like this specific one just got broken. All the others appear to still be working. Let's make sure. There's a big group over there. Let's see if we can interrupt their school trip. Oh. Okay, so all of these 7 seems to be fine. Maybe those 3 are busted, but still, even at 2/3 capacity, it is a very viable farm. Now I have my elevator system. And just to show you what I mean, we have pretty much mainly creeper drops, but we do get a fair amount of tridents. Some nautilus shells and decent amount of rotten flesh, just minor bits of copper. No, it does not natively drop sea lanterns. Apparently one of them fell in there at some point during the build. But I get a fair amount of squid, so I don't think I necessarily need a squid farm. This does work for that, just not as well as I would like. Now, if we go through the nether, we have instant access to our hub. That's my base over there. Those are the tower and the OG portal, and then the bamboo tower over there. Before we move on, thank you, Prowl, for sharing that farm with us. The community very much appreciates you, and I know I do as well. That is a very OP multi-resource farm. Its focus is gunpowder, but that's not all it gives you. Now, in my time between episodes, I have also gone through and cleaned out up to positive 100 from negative 100. And this is also positive 100. So we have the positive square. We have the positive negative square. Sorry, the negative positive square. And this will be the positive negative and the negative negative. But you'll see I already have it set out to the end of the positive negative. And I've started going down the middle. I have a decent size hole cutting into the negative negative square. I want to make sure this ends up with 100, 100, positive negative, which is a 200 by 200 square in the center of my nether hub. So no matter where I build in the immediate vicinity of spawn, I have a guaranteed safe haven for my portals. I should go ahead and drop some of this junk off. One other thing. Yes, thank you for closing. The last time I was in here, I brought some friends. Manny and Grover for the mangrove swamp. They're just chilling in the water. I guess they got sucked into there at some point and can't get back out, so they'll be fine. You may notice that I have a bunch of shulker boxes in my inventory, one of which in my hot bar. That's because I have plenty of builds planned for today, as well as the rest of this week. That said, I do have to grab a few materials because I have to do some restructuring of paths. That should be plenty of those. And I've got these. Probably not going to need a great deal of them. So I'm not doing that much movement. I went back through the old file of Season 1 of my Awkward Kingdom realm, and I found some awesome build inspirations. One of which is going right there. Another I have already built because it was such a small blip on the build radar. It really wasn't something that I wanted to build on recording. But there are a couple of changes I would like to make to this. There's 6 blocks that I like to replace with sea lanterns. Right at the tips. So we will see if we have any materials for that. I have exactly these 6, but those aren't meant for that. These are meant for the build we're going to start first. Because that build over here honors Time Runner. We're now going to honor one of our mods from Twitch. One of my good friends, Deathstaller. We're going to honor him by putting this build right here. Do you mind? You know what? While we're honoring him, he likes to boop horses with his booping stick, so thank you. Alright, so now actually, I think one of those needs to go right back. Let me quickly pull that up. That. Oh, that is a little bit too far over. There we go. Now it's lined up properly. I can get the rest of it from here. So let's minimize those. I'm a bit disorganized at the moment. I apologize. This is where we have to put certain other blocks. This is going to be the border of a little fountain, or at least a pond. And I did not count those out properly. I'm still missing 5, 6. I'm missing 6. How did that happen? Because this, I'm not missing anything. I'm just a derp. Alright, so let's pop that out, pop you out. Okay, you weren't supposed to pop out. You're supposed to pop out. And then we take that, we take you, and we take you. And now I have the 6. And we replace those with the 6 sea lanterns. Put you there. Now we remove this. So that's the center. This is going to help me align where this goes in the middle. Right there along the center line, centered between the lights. And then I can safely just remove the rest of this dirt. This build does not depend on any change in the roadway, so we're fine. I do, however, need to grab this. We're going to be removing all of the junk flooring here. And because these are all full blocks, we don't have to worry about replacing any of that dirt, so I'm just going with the exact replacements. Exact replacements. So now we need to put some of this junk away. Grab you, put the flooring and stuff away. Move that over here. And start filling this in. Wrong one. That one. Okay. No, not up there. Inside the fountain. Alright, so now we have our little fountain section done. Let's go ahead and get the water back in there. I'm gonna start this by grabbing that. Put those away. Grabbing these bits. Putting the other water away. Yes. Okay. So we should still be able to jump out of here. Okay, we're good. I don't have to worry about being stuck in there. Although it doesn't really serve as much of a guard, it's just aesthetics. Perfect. I'll put the surrounding wrap on afterwards. Going to need these, not so much you. And I will be needing you. So let's just scoot my inventory over a bit. Your primary, you are the last block. Okay, so the way Death has his build is glowstone on the bottom, a little bit of red nether brick, and some redstone. That's incorrect. There we go. Okay, from the middle block, it actually goes wool, wool, and we're doing this motion now. 1, 2, 3. Get those out of the inventory so I can focus on the edge. Okay, so I'm right here. That means I do this, 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 this. Should be a couple more. One, two, three above that. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So this goes up 1, 2, 3. Pop that there. We're actually supposed to extend this 3 over. Do the same with the roof. Put you here. And then I can fill in this side with the red wool. That's the midpoint. Put you there. Oh. Oh. So I don't drop it. Replace that one. You back. You back. Huh. Now we can put you back. Okay. Should be able to get the rest of it from down here. Okay. I could have sworn I heard footsteps. That's why I heard footsteps. Get off my fountain. Back to the river from whence you came. Oop, I got stopped by my own block. Okay. Creative solutions. Alright, that is Deathstaller's Valentine's Day heart build from the Awkward Kingdom, Season 1. Verbatim, exactly as built, just without the little fountain, because the fountain was my addition. Wait, why do I still have 2 glowstone? Because I didn't place them yet. Those go in the corners. There. And right there. Very good. Not sure why he has this little line in the middle. Maybe to show a little bit of depth. Maybe to show he had a broken heart on the holiday. If that's so, I do apologize, my friend. Hopefully it's better. Now we're going to officially place the signs. Blue is his favorite color. I made sure to request that information ahead of time. Okay. That way it's visible on both sides of the heart. And now there's only one other piece left to do with this, and that is these. This is the motif I have taken to doing around much of my building out here. It's not supposed to do both of you right there. These berry bushes will grow in as time passes. I'm not concerned with bone mealing those. Okay, fully surrounded the way it's supposed to be. Good deal. I can put those away, put the dirt away. Actually, I might keep a thing of dirt because I now have to move these chiseled stone bricks, tough brick walls. Let's grab probably that many of those. That's pretty good. Actually, I think I need all of this, so we'll do that. And the lanterns. Yes, that is good. Because we're going to be moving this path so it diamonds out right here. And it's going to just go straight clean across, and then I'll figure out what I want to do with this section here. That way, this is a full-on D. And I promise I did not plan that out when I designed this path. But it works perfectly, because this is a homage to Deathstaller, which begins with a D. Thought he would very much appreciate that. I need to swap this out for a spoon. We're just going to cut clean through here. Preemptively place my light posts. And then we're going to break this out from here. Yes. Okay, so guys, you're in the way. I need you to go away. Please stop spawning when I'm doing work. That'd be very much appreciated. I don't know why they like spawning at the worst possible times. We're gonna have this one diamond out. Place the light posts. Remove these. Hey, my controller wants to do the button thing this time. Alright, it's time. That's while I have these out. Quickly remove these, because I'm going to be replacing that with the dirt. The rest of these are fine for the moment. This needs to be dirt. Wrong block. Also wrong block. What the heck? Okay, right now that's fine. I can deal with the remaining removals after the fact. Those into path. You into path. Finish lighting this path up. don't need you to exist. Don't need you. Don't need you. So we have bigger lights. These are kind of moot point. Let's finish this up. Alright, so we have the existing path installed. There's going to be a build out this way. This is going to be cleaned up completely, but it currently has the D shape as it's supposed to. This has to be flat out removed. However, we do have to add something else out here. So since I have to do more landscaping, we're going to do that next episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series, and thank you again, Deathstaller, for your build on the Awkward Kingdom Season 1. I hope you approve of its existence on the Craftverse series. Have a good rest of your day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. When it's hopefully not raining anymore.